When Jungkook uploaded his new dance video on TikTok, the reaction was immediate, powerful, and record-breaking. For 2 years, his official account had remained completely silent, with fans wondering if he would ever use the platform again. Then, without warning, one short video appeared. Within hours, it was not just a piece of content, it became a global event. The numbers spoke louder than words. Tens of millions of views in record time, endless reposts across different social platforms, and millions attempting to copy his dance. It wasn't just a comeback to TikTok, it was a statement that Jungkook, even in silence, holds a grip on the digital stage stronger than anyone else. The essence of this phenomenon can be explained in several ways. Jungkook's name already carries weight across the world. He is not only known as a member of BTS, but as a solo performer who has managed to extend his influence beyond the traditional boundaries of K-pop. For 2 years, his TikTok account was inactive, yet the anticipation built silently. Every time Jungkook appeared in public, his fans wondered if he would ever reclaim the platform. This anticipation became a silent form of energy, waiting to be released. And when the video finally came, that stored-up anticipation exploded. The dance itself was not overly complicated. It was not a performance designed for a stadium or a global awards show. Instead, it was a simple, intimate, yet perfectly executed routine that captured exactly what TikTok thrives on. Movements that are easy to follow, yet visually powerful when Jungkook performs them. That balanced simplicity mixed with perfection is why the video traveled so fast. People were not only watching, they were joining in. From teenagers in Seoul to influencers in Los Angeles, the replication of Jungkook's dance spread like a wave across the internet. The fact that Jungkook managed to dominate TikTok after such a long silence is evidence of his unique power as an artist in the digital age. Many celebrities lose momentum if they disappear for a year, let alone 2. Algorithms favor constant content. Attention spans shorten. Audiences move on. But Jungkook is the exception. His absence made the impact sharper. His silence created scarcity, and scarcity created value. When he returned, the world noticed not because the algorithm forced it, but because the demand for him never faded. Another critical factor in this record-breaking moment is timing. Jungkook did not return to TikTok randomly. His video landed at a moment when short-form dance trends were dominating not just TikTok, but all major social media platforms. People were hungry for the next big dance to follow, and Jungkook provided exactly that. More importantly, he did it in his own way. Unlike manufactured trends that are pushed through paid campaigns or influencer networks, Jungkook's video spread organically. It was not just his fans, but also the general public who picked it up, intrigued by the combination of effortless style and cultural weight that only he can deliver. The dance trend did not stay on TikTok alone. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Twitter reposts, and even Facebook Reels echoed the same clip, reinterpreted by people across different demographics. Jungkook's influence proved borderless. The video was not confined to K-pop fans. It became part of the general internet conversation. Suddenly, celebrities outside of Korea were attempting the same moves. Choreographers were breaking down the routine step by step, and brands were trying to attach themselves to the viral wave. Jungkook's presence had redefined what a TikTok dance trend could look like. Less about fleeting virality and more about cultural takeover. For 2 years, many wondered whether Jungkook would even use TikTok again. Some believed he would abandon it entirely, focusing instead on larger stages and traditional media. But this sudden return showed a strategic understanding of the digital space. Jungkook does not need to post constantly. He does not need to fight for attention like others. Instead, he uses silence as part of his artistry. By withholding content, he amplifies its impact when it finally arrives. This is not simply a strategy for social media. It is an extension of how Jungkook approaches performance itself. Every appearance matters. Every move carries weight. This TikTok comeback was not just about numbers. For fans, it felt like a gift. After years of silence on the platform, seeing Jungkook's dance in such a personal and unfiltered way gave them a sense of connection that had been missing. The video was short, but it was powerful because it felt authentic. It was Jungkook in his raw element, dancing without the constraints of a massive stage production. Fans were not just watching an idol, they were sharing a moment with him. And that intimacy is what makes the memory unforgettable. The reappearance also reminded the world of Jungkook's unmatched dance ability. While many idols can dance, few combine technical skill, charisma, and natural rhythm the way he does. In a short video, Jungkook demonstrated what sets him apart. His moves were precise yet fluid, confident yet relaxed, sharp yet inviting. Viewers could sense that they were watching someone who was not just performing but embodying the music. That authenticity is rare, and it is why the video felt different from countless other TikTok dances. When analyzing why this moment turned into a global record, the answer is not simply because Jungkook is famous. Fame alone cannot guarantee such impact. The truth lies in the combination of factors. The 2-year silence that built anticipation, the perfect simplicity of the dance, the authenticity of the performance, the timing with global short-form trends, and Jungkook's unique artistry. Put together, they created the perfect storm. For 2 years, Jungkook's TikTok account stood still, almost like a sleeping giant. Then, with one post, it woke up and the world had no choice but to notice. This was not a casual update. It was a cultural signal. It showed that Jungkook does not need constant noise to stay relevant. He can disappear, and when he chooses to return, he returns bigger than before. That ability to control attention rather than chase it is rare in the modern entertainment industry. It is why Jungkook continues to stand apart, not just as a performer, but as a digital phenomenon. The numbers behind Jungkook's return to TikTok tell a story of their own. Within the first 24 hours, the video collected tens of millions of views. This is not the usual trajectory of a viral TikTok clip, which often builds momentum gradually as algorithms push it onto more screens. Jungkook's upload bypassed the algorithm. It did not need time. It exploded instantly because the demand for him had been waiting, dormant but alive, for 2 years. Fans refreshed his profile constantly, hoping for an update, and when it finally came, they made sure the world saw it. This pattern is rare in the world of social media. Most accounts rely on steady engagement, posting frequently, staying in the algorithm's favor, and maintaining relevance through quantity. Jungkook operates differently. He breaks the rhythm. He posts when he wants, not when the algorithm expects him to. And yet, every time he does, the content does not just succeed, it rewrites the rules. This shows that his power is not dependent on TikTok as a platform. Instead, TikTok becomes dependent on him. His presence injects fresh energy into the app, giving it moments that transcend normal virality and move into cultural history. The reason this is significant goes beyond Jungkook's fame. Fame creates attention, but it does not guarantee impact. The difference here is the way Jungkook's influence translates into collective action. People do not just watch him, they imitate him. The dance spread not because fans wanted to support him, but because the moves themselves carried universal appeal. It was light enough for anyone to attempt, but charismatic enough that people wanted to look like Jungkook while doing it. That balance is incredibly difficult to achieve, and it is why the trend crossed from being a fan-driven moment into a worldwide cultural phenomenon. To understand the power of this record-breaking dance, it is necessary to look at how Jungkook has always connected with audiences. His artistry is not built on distance, it is built on closeness. Even on the grandest stages, his performances often feel personal, like he is speaking directly to those watching. This is what translated into the TikTok clip. The phone camera, the casual setting, the minimal production, all of these allowed his natural charisma to shine without filters. People felt like they were watching Jungkook in the most direct form possible. In that way, the video felt like an invitation. Millions accepted that invitation, and the world watched together. Another unique aspect of Jungkook's return is how it triggered not just fan activity, but also mainstream acknowledgement. Major news outlets, entertainment blogs, and cultural critics immediately picked up the story. They were not just reporting on a popular video, they were analyzing a cultural moment. Articles highlighted the fact that Jungkook had not posted in 2 years, yet one short clip was enough to dominate the digital landscape. This is what separates him from other viral figures. Most TikTok sensations fade within days, their impact forgotten as quickly as it arrived. Jungkook's impact, however, is documented, measured, and remembered as part of a larger legacy. The emotional reaction from fans also played a significant role. Social media was filled with comments expressing disbelief, excitement, and even tears. For many, the video was more than entertainment. It was a connection after a long silence, a reminder that Jungkook's artistry still reaches across screens and continents. Fans expressed how much they missed his presence on the platform, and this single upload filled that gap in a way that felt both sudden and meaningful. The emotional weight attached to the video gave it longevity. People did not just watch once, they returned, rewatched, and shared repeatedly, keeping the momentum alive. From a cultural perspective, Jungkook's dance became a unifying thread across different communities. In South Korea, dance academies quickly began teaching the routine to students. In the United States, influencers incorporated it into their content, using it as a way to connect with their audiences. In Southeast Asia, where TikTok usage is among the highest in the world, the dance was recreated in malls, schools, and public gatherings. The moves became a common language, bridging people who might not share the same culture or background, but could all recognize Jungkook's influence. What makes this moment even more impressive is that Jungkook achieved it without any promotional push. There was no coordinated marketing campaign, no teaser, no build-up. It was just one upload, completely unexpected. In today's entertainment industry, where most viral trends are carefully planned and executed, Jungkook proved that authenticity still matters more than strategy. His natural presence carried more weight than any advertisement ever could. This authenticity is what makes his dance trend stand apart from other social media waves. The trend also brought attention back to Jungkook's reputation as one of the best dancers in his generation. Over the years, he has earned recognition for his precision, energy, and ability to adapt to different styles. This TikTok moment reminded the world of those qualities, but in a way that was stripped of the stage lights and elaborate productions. It was raw talent, filmed in seconds, yet powerful enough to command the attention of millions. For fans and casual viewers alike, it was a reminder that Jungkook's artistry is not dependent on grand settings. It exists wherever he chooses to perform. The momentum of this video also sparked discussions about the nature of stardom in the digital era. Jungkook demonstrated that true influence is not about constant visibility, but about selective impact. By remaining silent for 2 years, he created scarcity, and scarcity amplified value. When he finally posted, the world was ready, almost desperate, to receive it. This approach stands in contrast to the constant noise of social media, where celebrities often oversaturate their presence. Jungkook's silence was not absence, it was strategy. And his return showed how powerful that strategy could be. Looking at the broader entertainment industry, Jungkook's TikTok success also reflects the shifting balance of global culture. For years, TikTok has been dominated by Western influencers and trends, but Jungkook's video demonstrated how a single artist from Korea can redefine the platform's cultural landscape. This is not just about K-pop's popularity. It is about the way Jungkook himself has become a bridge between cultures. His video was not seen as a niche K-pop trend, it was embraced universally. This universality cements his role not only as a global pop star, but as a cultural figure whose influence crosses borders seamlessly. At the heart of this record-breaking moment lies a simple truth. Jungkook knows how to connect. Whether it is through a massive stage performance or a short TikTok dance, his artistry reaches people because it feels real. The millions of views, the endless recreations, and the worldwide conversations are proof that authenticity remains the strongest force in entertainment. Jungkook's dance was not just a performance, it was a spark. And that spark has now ignited a global fire.